Hello, it's me again, and in this video I will give you my version of a full-on beginner's guide for Injustice Mobile. I'll try to make this video quick and short, as there's only a few things to follow and know of. This video will also serve as a follow-up of my previous short from a month ago, so without further ado, let's start. The first thing I want you to do before starting is to make a Warner Bros. Account. Now the purpose of the account is that it will save your progress, which is really helpful if you are wanting to access your account on another device. So if you haven't already, go and register an account. So when you load up the game, you will be given 3 random bronze cards as your starting team. Now for me, you don't have to worry too much on who you get, because you'll get more cards as you progress. Now what I recommend and what I did first was to not use any of your credits. Do not upgrade, do not spend it. The first thing you'll have to do when you start is to get a silver card, because that's much better than the bronze cards. So just play the first page of story mode and grind credits. It will mostly take less than an hour. Also, if your teams are tired, just save your energy and watch an ad or wait, because saving energy can help on as you progress into the difficult part of the game. Now after you've beaten Green Lantern, the first boss of story mode, you probably have enough to buy either a silver booster card or any silver card you want. It doesn't matter, but you have to choose wisely on which silver card you choose, because that person will be your main in progressing for the first month or so. You can check the character's passive or specialty. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's their dialogue at the bottom left once you click on the character card. So you can check what the character's benefits are. I recommend choosing someone like the Joker, Flash, or Green Lantern, but it's on to you to choose. Now that you got a silver card, the thing I did was to max out all the stats of that card. Specials, upgrades, promotion, level. Just use everything you earn from story mode, from playing. The more you promote your card, you will basically make the first parts of story mode a lot easier. Along the way, you can even get more cards from playing story mode. And do not forget about completing bonus battles, because they will give you extra credits upon completion. Another way you can grind credits is by doing online missions. Every day, make sure you do your online missions. Doing daily missions will give you about 10,000 credits. Survivor, yes, Survivor. If you have a minimum of 6 cards, you can play Survivor. It can give you good stuff when you start out, like credits, arguments for your cards and starting gear. And also, weekly challenge. Now the weekly challenge is if you beat 3 challenges, you can get 15,000 credits, so that is helpful as well. The first weeks of playing will focus on your grinding credits and leveling up your cards, and also progressing story mode. Now by that time you max out your silver card, you're basically good to go. It might take a week or so to reach, but eventually you'll get there. By the time you have enough credits to get gold card. Now I highly recommend to buy a gold booster pack instead of buying straight from the store, because it saves you a lot of credits, and most of the gold cards from that store don't really mean anything once you're farther in the game. So that will be the end of the first part of the video, which was about your starting point in the game. Now we'll move on to when you're starting to get further into story mode, when the game starts to get more difficult. So now I will be addressing some topics, giving you some of the best tips on how you can achieve the best outcome, starting with online battle or tournaments. Now every week is equivalent to 1 season, and after the end of the season you will get good amount of rewards such as credits, Nth Metal, gear, and if you're higher into the leaderboard, you have a chance of getting the better gold characters or a high star gear. Now in dealing with how to get higher into the leaderboard, is to do your online missions daily. Very important. You can also get battle rating by just simply playing. Now the more battle rating you get depends on the difficulty of your team you're against. So example, if you're facing against a bronze team which is weak, you'll get around 800 battle rating, other than if you're against a gold or metal characters with decent gear, you'll get around 2000 battle rating, which is good. Also, if you complete a battle, you get extra points. I recommend doing a standard battle if you're just starting out. Now you can check where you are in the leaderboards and also what your rewards are getting at the end of each season. If you want to keep up to which rewards you'll be getting, just keep check every day. It will help you a lot. Now that we're done with online mode, let's move on to challenge mode. Now challenge mode is where you can get decent and useful gold cards. Now these cycle each week with a new gold card each week, so you're probably not going to complete your first challenge card until maybe the second or the third week of playing. For me, it was my second week of playing, which the character card was Batman Ninja Batman. I got really lucky on the timing back then. So my advice for this mode is if you're lucky to get a metal character on your first Nth Metal pack, then you can easily beat the 5th challenge, not unless you can not beat the other, because you have to beat all the challenges if you want to get the golden card. You can also use your max promotion silver card that I said earlier, which is very helpful as well. Now next I will talk about survivor mode. Now as I mentioned earlier, you can get good gear from this mode and extra credits, and most importantly the currency Nth Metal, which I will talk about later. Now playing Survivor, I recommend starting with your top 4 to 6 character cards as your first team. Then when they die, you can switch them out with your best cards. Also, I recommend not to buy health boosts yet, because it's really unnecessary when you're just starting out. If you think you can't win the next round, then cash out on all your resources, because it's really helpful for you. So it will save you a day of waiting and your playing won't be for nothing. Now on to the next topic, which will be about Nth Metal. Now Nth Metal is another currency you can get to buy Nth Metal packs in order to get metal characters, which are the best characters if you're starting out playing the game. Now the only ways you can get Nth Metal is from Survivor, Online Battle and Phantom Zone, which I will talk about later. I recommend to get the 200 Nth Metal packs if you're starting out, because the cards you get from that pack is really good. Now on to the Phantom Zone. Now this mode is basically another way in which you can get a good card. So the way this works is that you have to do a set of challenges, then doing challenges will unlock a boss, and defeating that boss will give you a crystal. Now you need 5 crystals to open the portal, which will give you your card. Now just to clarify, you need a decent amount of damage to beat the easy boss. So wait until you get a few gold cards, or a metal card if you're lucky. If you want to move on to another difficulty, check the stats below to check if your team's capabilities can beat the boss. Example, you need your team to have at least 15k damage and that amount of gear. Then you can beat the boss of that difficulty. Lastly, your team must have 5 energy bars to fight the boss, and that's where your reserve that I mentioned earlier is going to help you re-energize your team. The last topic we'll go through this video is breakthrough. Now these cycle every week, I think, and if you don't know what it is, basically all the characters except the metal ones have a promotion limit, which is promotion 7. Now after that you cannot upgrade your card, so that's when you need to break through promotion in order to access the maximum promotion level, which is Elite 10. Now you won't get to this point until like 2 months into your gameplay. Even me, I still haven't done a single breakthrough yet. It's basically like Survivor, you need to beat 3 rounds, the last one being a boss fight, and every round carries HP. Now before I end this tutorial, I would like to finish with a few more tips, starting with leveling up your characters. Now do bonus battle 6, the one after Prison Superman boss. If you're 1 month into the game, it has its nerfs over the years, however it is still a good battle, which can give you about 20,000 credits per completion and a load of XP for leveling up your characters. Last tip I want to say is make sure to level up or upgrade good cards. If you don't know which cards are great, you can check online which are the best cards for the game. And finally, gear cards. I almost forgot about these. My mistake was not caring much about them until recently, but now I understand that they are pretty beneficial with your cards. Make sure to know which gear you're upgrading. The gems can be obtained by playing Survivor. And I think that is it for my beginner's guide for Injustice Mobile. Now if you still have questions, you can ask me through the comments section below, or visit the Reddit page for Injustice Mobile. I recommend doing that since it's really helpful. It's a really helpful community, and there are a lot of experienced individuals compared to me who have been playing this game for a long time. You can ask them for any questions. Now that is it for the video. I hope you can have fun in the game and find your path. It's pretty much up to you. So I think that concludes this video. Good luck and happy grinding.